Hello everybody and welcome to Driftland, the Magic Revival. Now this is a bit of a strategy style game and it is all about having islands that you have to kind of shunt back together and grow your land and manage your resources and economy and everything and try and survive against invaders and stuff like that. So pretty cool. I will show you what it's all about. Oh, firstly it is by Star Drifters. It's a completely indie game, so they have self-published by the looks of it as well. So go them and let's go single player, shall we? So you can have like a little practice mode, and I did that before. Had a little sandbox game. I just kind of had a go. There were no enemies, no nothing like that. But this time we will be playing. We can play easy and we can have more gold generated by citizens. You'll see what that's about in a minute. And less resources gathered by workers. That should say more. Oh no, the higher. Right. So if I do it at a normal or a hard difficulty, I won't have such an easy time of balancing my economy. Last time I had a little go, I did it on easy. So this time I'm going to try it on normal. I'm not a pro at this yet by any means. So you can have random resources or exploration. I'm going to try resources because that's kind of what it says. Going to have 50 islands, up to 2 players. Now I'm wondering, let's go back a sec. There will be, by the looks of it, multiplayer, and I don't know whether that means that we're going to have aggressive multiplayer, competitive is what I mean, competitive multiplayer, or whether we're going to have cooperative. It would be lovely to have cooperative against AI, so you could maybe have 2v2 or something like that. That would be really cool. Not so keen on competitive multiplayer myself, but that's just my own opinion on things. So let's go back to here. So a normal difficulty, we're going to go on a resources map, and we are going to use a small map. So we only got 50 islands, which is actually kind of quite a lot anyway. We've got advanced settings here, so we'll have a quick look at what they are. So I can change whether the AI is dark elf or human, and I can change whether I'm dark elf or human, which is pretty cool. You can have more or less deserts. You can have different amounts of resources. You can have a better density, like less distance between the islands. Barbarians, treasures and birds. So generally there'll be islands that have like random bird nests on them and stuff like that, so you have to kill them with your troops. But I'm quite happy to play this on normal, whether or not I succeed.
Their castles had grown, tall and magnificent, but in the end, buried them alive. War between the ruling mages, blinded by their growing might, raged for centuries. But their recklessness had a price. Warring races, forced to call a truce, cast a powerful spell to keep their shattered world in balance. To achieve that, however, they used all the remaining resources of magic. Without their powers and their home, over centuries, refugees of the world they knew regressed into primitive tribes. Yet, now is the time of change, and new mages are born like a spark of hope. There are others like you, and along with the magic, the old conflict has also returned. Now, The fate of Driftland lies in your hands.
So here is the tutorial guy. I'm going to skip that. I see you know most of the basics, my dear mage. Very good. Yet with your permission, I still wish to accompany and advise you on your journey. Well, that's cool, but get that off my screen. Go away. Okay, so I will explain to you, rather than the tutorial, what this game is all about. So the first thing you will need to do in any game is pop down a cottage. Okay, you can see all the islands. And you've got a map here. And you can see how many islands you've got. This one doesn't look like you have very many islands, actually. Considering it says you have about 50, I can see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 11 of them. But you can't see to the edge of the map, so it may carry on downwards a little bit more. But I love the background here. Don't you guys love that? So pretty, all the stars and the sort of astrological signs that they've sort of drawn in. You've got the pictures of the bird, the dragon on the map. Really like that, and the fact that you just zoom in and out to get the map is really, really nice. I like that too. So you got your castle. Starvation is becoming a threat in my empire. That's because I've been explaining things to you guys and not building a farm, which is what I should have done next. So let's get that down. If it fancies placing, that would be good. So we've got explorers, and we could actually probably... That looks like it almost tessellates. Probably almost build a bridge across there right now. Let's see if we can build a bridge without having to, do anything else. So we can go and explore over there in a minute. So an island that's too far away, you can see a few of these islands are. A couple of them I can just build bridges to, which I think I will just do straight away. No point in moving them. Okay, so one thing I need to do now, this farm has been built, so I can tell peasants to go and work there, and then we will have food. And they will be less hungry and less annoyed with me. So, the way it works is citizens who do not have jobs generate gold. I know, weird, huh? But if they don't have a job, then they will make me gold. If they do have a job, then that doesn't make me gold. So it's kind of almost like I get a passive gold income. But if I have to pay people, then they don't generate me gold anymore. That's the way I kind of like to think about it. So my people are suffering hunger, apparently. No, they're not. They have 7 whole foods. Oh, they need 15. They're making 12 in the castle. Castle gets me food? Oh, that's pretty awesome. I can upgrade and fortify my castle. If I lose my castle, I lose the game. I don't actually know how I win the game right now, but if I lose the castle, I lose the game. Okay, so I think, next thing I maybe want is another cottage. Go down here. Pop another one over there. But what I'm going to want to do very soon is to upgrade my castle as well. Because when I upgrade my castle, I'll have an increased income per day. I can recruit more explorers. I can increase my population capacity without having an extra house. The fog of war radius increases, so I guess I can see further, and the magic radius also increases. I think there is a line somewhere. I did see a line. Oh, maybe I have to have magic first, but there will be a line around here at some point, and that will show me how far I can cast magic spells. And that means how far I can teleport other people into random faraway lands and go and just kick butt. So, happy with my food income. It's just gone down, so I'm going to put one more person in there. Now, upgrading my castle to level 2 will mean that I can then upgrade my farms to level 2, which is very useful. Because then I can stick another 5 workers in there. Let's see if we've got... One thing we can do in a minute, once we have enough, is we can make a mill. But to do that, we're going to need wood and stone. So, we're going to need a lumberjack. So one thing to do here is to have a look at the top. You can see up there, but it only shows up when I'm hovered over the island. But I can see that there's like 195 wood here, but there's really good stone. Some of the other islands though, this one has really good stone, not so good wood. This one, however, has really good wood, but not very good stone. So if I want to make a lumberjack, a really good place to make one would be over here. Maybe not by the trees, though. We don't want to chop them down. We'll pop the lumberjack there. And over here, there's a massive old mountain. So how about over here, we build a stonemason. And we need another person on our farm. So now the farm is at maximum capacity. So I can either build another one or I can upgrade it. Our food reserves are running low, so it's good to have a bit in stock just in case it does go into a minus situation like we've got at the moment. But now, or in a minute, in like 10 seconds, I'll be able to put 10 people in there, so we can put another 1 or 2 in there just to give us a little net profit of food. We're still getting plus 57 gold, so that's really awesome as well. So one thing I can do over here, haha, so now we have a lumberjack and a stonemason. So I'm just going to put 1 of each in to start with so that we're not eating too heavily into our gold income. Okay, so now I'm going to go and just try and take over as many islands as possible. And to do that, I'm going to need mana. But we have a little bit already. And we've got all these spells. So we've got Elemancy, where the ancient art of elemental magic that wreaks havoc with armies, buildings, and planets alike. So this is all my destructive spells that I can use to kill the other player's army. Plane walking, originating from the Driftland's cataclysm itself, it allows you to send your heroes over great distances or summon enigmatic creatures from uncharted worlds. So I can summon things, I can look places, I can... Oi, you're trying to be the tutorial again. I told you not to. The Gates of Tyr, you can basically put a gate down, you can put a gate somewhere else, and you can send your heroes through it, and they quite often use that for sending heroes to my islands. So I might use it to send heroes to theirs. Heal. I can heal a selected unit. Awakening, I can use Arcane Currents. Now this is an interesting one. I use that to pull an island closer. Mystical Forming, I can make an island. Sorcerer's Plantation, I can make the island really nice. Or Ritual Implosion, I can blow an island up. Yay! So I'm actually going to use the island bringing closer spell. I'm going to bring this one in. Close enough to get a bridge there. It'll come in that close at least. It's only so close they'll come. And I can build a bridge. Now I could use this portal spell, but I prefer to build bridges because then it starts saying, oh, the spell's run out. And I'm like, oh, I've got to make another one. I'm going to make... You can't make 2 bridges at once, so that's kind of annoying. But I can understand why, because you don't want everyone just bringing in tons and tons of islands all the time. So one thing I can do while that's working on its stuff, they seem to be pretty much balanced for resources at the moment, which is fine by me, is I can use Magic Eye, which is... Where is it? This one. And I can go and have a look at temporarily what this island's like. What's it got on it? Looks like it's got some sort of manor-y things. It's got a lot of stone on it by the looks of it. So that might be really useful to bring over. So then I could go over to my... And you have to be out of the fog of war to move an island to you. So now that it's been looked at by the eye, I can go, oh, let's bring this island over here. And it'll be part of my little empire. So here it comes. Oh, by the way, I've got the islands kind of slightly bobbing. If you find that makes you nauseous or travel sick or whatever when you're playing, you can turn that off. I don't imagine, it doesn't seem like it's a very large amount of wobbling, so I don't think it's going to cause anybody too much trouble. But just in case that's something that concerns you. So the more bridges you build, the quicker your explorers and things can get between the islands. Because, for example, if there was a problem on this island and I built a barracks here, they'd have to get all the way around. Although I do tend to enjoy just having a central hub there. And I tend to build a lot of my armies and stuff there. But I need to make sure that my armies do have access. Once I build some, I mean, we're very, very early on. So I would probably say at this point, I just want to build, I want to upgrade my houses. That's what I want to do. Let's upgrade these houses. both of them, and then we can have 10 more citizens in each. However, I think at that point we might need another farm. And then I'm going to have a look at things like mills, but we'll make a farm first. So I have 2 farms on this central island, so a lot of the food making stuff is right in the center. So now those cottages have been upgraded. We've gone up to 35 citizens that we can have in our village. So it looks like there's 10 in that cottage, 10 in that cottage, and probably 15 in my castle. So now, as the population rises to 35, we're going to struggle for food more, but we're going to be making more money. So we'll just pop this up a little bit, just to account for that. And I love having these sliders. I don't like going to different buildings and having to click on them and then increase and decrease. Just being able to say, I just want one more food. I just want one more wood. I enjoy that. I think that's really good. But if we're making 62 gold, and the thing is we can put gold mines in later. Now, one thing that I haven't been doing yet, and I should be doing, starvation is not a real threat to my empire. Shut up. I am managing it very carefully, matey. So, we've got over here a barbarian. But we don't have any way to defeat our said barbarian. So I think what I probably want to do right now is to build a couple more bridges just to increase the interconnectivity between the islands. So, for example, over to there to start with. And I'm actually going to build some of my defensive units over here because I am running out of room a little bit over here with all the farms and everything. So I'm going to build military structures now. So we're going to do a knight's garrison. So we're going to be able to recruit some heroes into that. And then after a little while, once I've got my knight's garrison, I'll be able to make a marksman post. And I'll be able to make a shooting range, a blacksmith, we can upgrade our troops with, a library. So the blacksmith pretty much helps with the knight's garrison. The shooting range helps with the marksman. And the library helps with the wizard's tower. Then watchtowers can be used just to help defend the islands against anything we don't want. But they do have a little cost per day, so we've got to be a bit careful where we put those. If we're particularly if there's an island that's particularly on a frontier against like enemies, then I'll use that then, but not until. So we want to explore over there. In fact, each time you click the reward button, 10 gold is added to the flag's reward. Usually you'll do that to increase the number of heroes. So that's pretty standard. It's like you're giving a little reward for them going over there and finding stuff. But if you want them to be a little bit more enthusiastic about it, then you would send them like a little bit more gold and they'd maybe come a bit quicker or prioritize it a bit more. You can have an attack or you can have a geology expedition. Now I think I might want another explorer actually. So I'm going to recruit one. Sometimes it's very easy to put down a flag when you don't mean to. So I actually really want the exploration to go all the way over to there. I want to see exactly what's on here. So really, I think I need to get rid of the barbarian before I start going and building things over here. This would be really good for stonemasonry. Also, I could do a geological survey over there. But let's get some knights, shall we? I think we can get 2. And I would like to build a blacksmith, probably right next, if I can. Now, some of these have to go in really specific places. I don't know why. Still haven't quite worked that one out yet, but I don't mind. It's fine. Got a blacksmith now. Every time that goes to 0, even if we've got a load in stock, it's like, starvation! It's getting a little bit over the top, really, isn't it? I don't want to be losing out on gold because of the food. The food reserves are not running low. They're fine. Stop bullying me into making more. So I've got 3 units, which is, I think, comprised of 2 explorers. It'll show me here. It looks like I can... Ooh. I can research like a perception skill, I think. The unit gets more experience. Can I do that? So the knight's coming back to the castle for training, seemingly. So it uses a little bit of iron and a little bit of, like, coal, I think that is. Is it coal? Yeah, coal. And we, at the moment, have a couple of hundred coal. I keep right-clicking to get rid of things so that I keep putting a flag up. Yeah, I don't want a flag in the middle of the sky. Thank you. Funnily enough. Okay, so we've made a really good start here. I would like to build the marksman's place now as well. So they can have a little place over there. And they'll start patrolling around as well. And we can make them a shooting range. And then once I've got Castle 3, so what do we need for Castle 3? A Marketplace 1 we need first. Okay, well, we'll have a look at that in just a second. I think the Marketplace really should be on one of the central islands. Maybe this one would be a good one, actually. Although we really don't have many islands at all. And more showing up. 2, 3, 4, 5... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 now, so they are, yeah, there's more showing up as I'm getting into the fog of war. So that's pretty useful. So anyway, a marketplace is this. Marketplace here. So you get an exchange of resources, increases production rate of mines, gives access to financial independence skill. Now that's something that's not in yet. I'll show you in a second. And it unlocks more bartering options, increases mining production, increases durability, vision radius, loads of different stuff. So we're going to put one of those down. And it also allows me to upgrade my castle to level 3. So I need to, in my last playthrough I didn't do much with the marketplace. I need to do a bit more working out what it does. So now we have some upgrades to like a mill, a quarry and a sawmill. So it's an upgrade basically to the farm, the stonemason and the lumberjack. So if I stick one of these on the side of here, that will increase my food a little bit, I think. So at the moment it's plus 2.3. It's not changing because we're not adding anybody. We're at full capacity of people, so that shouldn't change, but it should go up when this is built. 3.4. So it's a way of, without having to use any villagers, just increasing the amount of food I've got. So we'll stick a few mills around the edge here. Although I'm going to need a little bit more. I've got plenty of gold. Oh, I need a level 2 stonemason and a level 2 lumberjack. So let's have a look at upgrading those then. Upgrade the stonemason and upgrade the lumberjack, and then I'll be able to build buildings that help them be more efficient, which is very useful. Well, I haven't really been wanting too much for any of that so far. So you can see we're just building up our little place. But I think that, you know, we're going to eventually need some more islands. So you can be quite slow with it and quite methodical. Or you can try and be really fast and pull all the islands to you as quickly as possible, depending on what you fancy. So let's have a look at some of the other islands with our little magical eye. So what about this one? That looks like it has lots of trees on it, which is kind of handy. I think everything has something on it that's useful. I'm going to use my arcane currents and we're going to bring this all the way over here. So you can bring it quite a long way, but there seems to be a maximum sort of distance. You can't bring it too close. Like, if it was miles away, you could still bring it from miles away, but you just can't get too close to the other islands. So that's pretty nice. That one doesn't look like it's got any enemies or anything on it, which is pretty awesome. We'll build a little bridge across there. So far, have we had anything with mana on it? I'm sure at least one of these islands did. Maybe not. Okay, so something I need to do now is to give an attack order over to this barbarian, and then we can go and get his treasure, which will be very useful. And maybe building something over here might be a nice idea too. Also, geologically surveying over here would be good, because we don't know what gems are over here. Because you can see, probably easier in this particular view. So this island, we don't know what gems are on it. Or this one. 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 So none of them. So we need to go through all of our islands, all of our, what we got now, 6 islands. And we need to go and geologically survey them and work out exactly what we've got there. Don't know how long that's going to take. Let's zoom in and see how the fight's going. Oh, looks like it maybe didn't go so well. Okay, so let's have a look at this blacksmith. I want to see exactly what that does. My empire has been attacked. Oh no. By a big bird. So my guys are coming to... This is what I mean about the bridges, guys. They didn't come across this way because they didn't have a bridge for it, which they needed. So let me help by freezing the bird. Okay. I've got knights and things, but like they aren't doing anything. I've got an explorer over there trying to attack. I'm putting an attack flag on. I'll put a little bit more of a reward on there as well. Oh no, I'll ice him again. Stupid bird. It's killing my explorers. You see, now they're coming across this bridge. They're able to come and help. Now, I'm not sure if I have any marksmen yet. So it might be good to recruit 1 or 2 there. Maybe recruit another knight as well. So just get the army going. I think we've got enough population to handle that. Oh, he's gone missing in the fog of war. But next time we get a bird across here, we're going to take him out. So I'm just going to repair my stonemason because he came and attacked that. Our gold reserves are running low. So at this point, we... suddenly went down. I must have had to pay something out for maybe recruiting one of these guys. Because we're back to a positive now. But it would be really nice to know what we've got on each of these islands, because one of them might have gold. You never know. And if it does, that means I can put a gold mine on there and start mining gold. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's on the right island of its type. Eagle eye for marksman. Oh, I got a skill for a marksman in that chest. That's pretty useful. Okay, let's see what other islands are about the place while they get themselves sorted. So yeah, this is the small map, and it does seem to go on for quite a way. I'd say it said it had about 50 islands, and I think what we can do really is try and get all the islands around the top here. That's a more turtley route, but I imagine that the zoom out down here is probably where the enemy is. They're probably on the other side of the map, working their way towards us. So if we wanted to more directly go towards them, we could do that. We're probably meeting in the middle here. It's probably like 25 islands on each side-ish. So they're probably quite close to coming to us at this point. Now we've got about 15 or 16 islands uncovered. So if I went for one... Oh, our magic radius is up now, guys. This is our magic radius. So I can't, for example, go out to there, look, but I can magic eye on this one, this one. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably that I've got a spell selected. It will show me my magic radius now. So I'm at a point now where I need to start upgrading my castle so my magic radius and things will get bigger so that I can take out these islands on the inside, on the outside of the aura there. That's interesting. Good to know all these things about the game. But I would just like to see this island at the moment. Bring it over. Bring it to me. That wasn't mystical forming I wanted, it was arcane moving. Or arcane currents, sorry. blowing them with wind over to us. Wind that looks like electricity. Yay! That's a treasure on there again. I still haven't found one with a lot of mana on it, I don't think. I'll build the wizard's tower next, I think, if I can. See if that helps me with anything. Need castle 3. Let's see if we can get castle 3. Wish we can. We found diamond. Ooh. And mana. Diamond and mana. So we'll geologically survey this one next. So I want to build maybe a diamond mine, but maybe what might be better is to build something to make me some mana. If I can. Don't know if that's something that I have to... Mana extractor. There we go. I don't know why they were all red. Pretty sure... Now, because that's under the upgrades, it seems to me like... Oh, it was... We didn't get it till Castle 2. It does require workers. Why does the mill require workers? Oh, no, it is actually a proper working thing there. So I do need to have workers there to get my mana. Now, we need more farmers as well. The gold is getting a little low, so these geological surveys are going to be useful because I'm going to need gold mines very soon. So we don't have ruby and we don't have gold, but that's about the only thing we don't have so far, which is pretty cool. And the blacksmith, I'm not sure what the blacksmith actually does. So let's have a look. A master blacksmith whose reliable craftsmanship will be an invaluable help to any of your fearless knights, gives you access to various skills for the unit, upgrade, unlocks additional skills for knights, increases durability and vision radius. How do I get those? Righty-ho. So there's all these different things I can get. If I pay that, I can get regeneration for my knights. I can get bonus damage. I can get Aegis of Driftland. What's that? Extra armor, extra damage, extra critical damage. And if I upgrade them to 2 and 3, we get more stuff. That's something I didn't play with in my practice, you see. So I didn't know about that, but that's blinking awesome. Okay, I'm not sure actually. If we I'm going to put my mage's tower down here. Reason being, these guys have got a long way to walk right now. Unintentionally, because I didn't really understand the map. Really, I think what you want to do is put your guys closer to the front, and the front seems to be going down the map this way. Which is something I didn't really realise before, but I do now, so I won't make that mistake again. But I think having the mages down here would help them not have to walk as far. Let's put it that way. So, let's see if we can see another island. I want to see if we can get these islands to us. We have to get them out of the fog of war first. Got a couple of enemies on them, though. We've got a bird's nest over there. Well, I'll still bring it to us, I think. We can handle a bird. Right? Right, guys? So. Arcane current that one in. And we're starting to get a kind of a more sandy looking island here. Little desert biome coming in. And I believe that the desert might be the natural islands of the enemy. So that might mean that we're taking over like the enemy's territory at this point. So I'll build a bridge over there, and then I can put an attack flag on that bird. And then we can look at the treasure chest. Yes. How are we doing over here? Do we know what there is there? Oh, we've got loads of mana over there. Great. So we're tapping the mana over here quite aggressively already. You can see that the resources go down as you use them, so I may eventually have to demolish that building once there's none left. Same down here with trees, but we're good for wood on here, and we're good for stone over here for a little while, but some of the more rare resources, we might have to cycle it around a bit. I probably will start putting the mana generators over here rather than building them over here. If I make more of them, which I might do. But gold mines are going to be important soon. Is there anything that I can make that increases the goodness of my mines? Sawmill or quarry? Quarry is for stonemasons. Marketplace. Scholars. Mill. Seemingly not. We can make a house of scholars soon, and that, I haven't shown you this. This is the paths of progress. Now, paths of progress, there's a path of economy. So you can do all sorts of things, decrease building up creep and all sorts of things like that over time, increase production, all that sort of thing. We can increase the, we can get flying beasts eventually. Oh my goodness. We can do things to help us with war, we can do things to help us with magic, and I don't know what all these sigils are about. But I guess we'll find out eventually. And that's an early access experimental feature, so that might not be something that stays the same the whole way, but... Oops. I need an... It's a dragon? What? The dragon is hurting my mage tower. Maybe I wasn't right to... Hang on, let's see if we can freeze him before he completely destroys it. Ah! Freeze! I'm using all my mana up here. Come on, attack! They're all coming. They're taking a while. I'll try and keep him frozen as much as I can. There's a bird over there as well. Oh no! Wow, these enemies. Probably need a guard tower near to that then. Freeze. Trying to freeze everything as much as I can. I don't know if that undoes my freeze when I fireball it. And I don't know whether that helped or hurt. I think it actually hurt quite a lot. Go on, get the dragon. I'm trying to help. I'm gonna freeze him so he doesn't fly away. Freeze! Oh, I don't have enough mana left. I need to get more mana. Because that's rubbish. Okay, well, that's going to cost us. We're going to need to repair everything. I might need demolishing and rebuilding. In fact, I may actually build the wizard's tower further back as well. And maybe build a guard tower down here. If we're going to start getting attacked, then that might be a good idea. So, military. Wizard tower up here. But a guard tower down here. Now, have we got any gold yet, guys? No. Oh, yes, gold on this one. Right, so let's make a gold mine. What are we out of? Stone. I thought I had upgraded the stonemason. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with that wizard tower. I think I may need to build a whole new one. Can I pop a new stonemason over this side? No, I do not want to remove the mountain. The whole point of building the stonemason over there is that it's got a mountain. Gee. So also, I could just put a couple more masons into there. Don't want enough that it will cripple my economy, but I can have a few more without too much trouble. I gutted the dragon flew away though. I wanted to kill him. I'm gutted that my wizard tower is all broken. Stupid. Yeah, I need to remove the wizard tower. I wanted to move it anyway. So at the moment we have negative gold, which is no good. I probably shouldn't have built that stonemason actually. It was a bit silly. It's giving me a cost per day and I actually didn't need that many stonemasons. So I am actually going to demolish that. That was a mistake. I will admit that. So I will remove it. What I want to do though is to build a gold mine over here if I can. Which I can. Just goes on the side there. Empire has been attacked again. Where? Where's the attack coming from? I'm trying to see. I cannot see. Ah, there's a bird up here. Right. Let's get an attack flag on there. Bit of reward for it. We've already got a knight after him though. Now, do I have enough to do another spell? No. So we really need more mana. Actually, why not? He's flying away, but I need to get rid of these wild eagles. To do that, I think what I need to do is to find their nests and to take them out. Sword of Trials, Warlord's Bounty. Oh, that ran out really quickly. Oh my goodness, that was way too quick. So if I move this one a bit closer and build a little bridge over. Once he's moved into place. So how are we doing for all the islands? We've still got loads of islands. This one in particular has a whole eagle nest. And I would really like that gone. So I'm going to actually recruit a couple more. Now I've got the gold mine, that's really helping. So let's just have maximum people in there. Because I think the gold mine may produce more than an individual person. Yeah, it does. As long as the island has it to spare. So I've got to keep an eye on that. There's about 800 gold that we can tap out of that particular island. I want a geological survey on this one. An Empire flag. What's that all about? Attack their flag. Let's keep getting islands. This is a nice big fat island over here. I wonder if we can sort that out. Now then, we do need to attack over here. Definitely. Oh, I can attack the enemy directly. Did not know that. That's something that I didn't realise, that you could just click on the enemy and go, I want you guys to attack that enemy, please. So we'll just pay for some repairs. My treasury empties. It's only got like 1,000 in it. You've got to be careful. Okay, I don't want to put too many gold mines in like one place, because what will happen is eventually that gold will run out. And that's not what I want. So is that mana thing still mining any mana? No, the mana's all run out there, so I need to demolish that building because there's no island resources left. So that needs to go. And anywhere that has mana, for example this island, I'll put a mana tap on that instead. So it looks like you do run out. You have to keep getting islands so you can keep getting the resources you need to fight the enemy. It's quite an interesting concept actually. So one more mana thing here. Doesn't take long to build them either. But why don't we see if we can get this wee eagle beastie. Got a big bounty on his head. Definitely got 2 coming for him. We might need to recruit. Oh, we need mana to actually be made. Recruit another marksman and recruit some wizards. You're a wizard, Harry. I know, I am going to keep saying that. So these guys are coming to get the eagle. You can't do much in the way of, like, making them do anything. They have to be encouraged. So I do have, like, 4 guys coming to go and get him, but I can't do anything to make them group up or anything like that, or be tactical in any way, shape, or form. It's all just raw damage. What I can do, I think, is freeze them so that they don't take tons of damage. They can just chip away at him and wait for the reinforcements to come. And then chip away at his nest. Because I don't want my guys getting hurt. And it looks like some barbarians are coming as well. So we'll put some attack flags on them. Looks like there are some reinforcements coming. I could help out. I don't think I need to with barbarians. I think I'm more need to with like dragons and birds. Honestly. And I definitely need to be going to the... guys, we need to get that. There's a beast hatching. Do not let that beast hatch. In fact, I will pay for you not to let that beast hatch. Thank you very much. And that is now our eagle nest. Did we take it over? There are 3 kinds of flying creatures, ravens, eagles, and dragons, each stronger than the previous. You can attack and capture their nest. You tame them, mage. Wow! I wish I could have seen the whole of that message, but never mind. Maybe another game he'll tell me again. But yeah, I get the idea of it. $20 rubies. And I can have my own eagle. Wow! I need to find rubies! Hurry up with the geological expeditions. Oh, there's rubies here. I need a ruby mine. So I can have an eagle that fights for me. How cool is that? So the eagles from the enemies are actually not that easy to... Not that easy for them to get. I mean, they've been lucky maybe and got a dragon. Or there is a dragon that I can take over. Ooh. So I'm going to have one person just looking after that ruby mine. I might need to put another gold mine in somewhere. We've got gold here as well. We've got coal. Coal is needed for blacksmithy stuff. We need some more geological surveys. I think I can hire more explorers. That might be a useful thing to do. I'm not particularly happy. I imagine diamonds are probably... I'm just going to put a geological survey on each island and they can just do them in whatever order they fancy. Because otherwise I just forget. And one on this island as well. Could build a bridge to this one directly without even bothering to pull it closer, and I kind of like that idea. Looks like there's another treasure chest. Trying to say treasure and chest at the same time, and it really didn't work. On that particular island. So we're using up the gold. The mana doesn't seem to be being used up too quickly. Could put another person on that, but then the gold is really getting bad. Maybe don't need 3 on stone. We could just keep it even. But we need another gold mine pretty pronto, I would say. Oh, the other thing I could do actually is to increase my population. We don't have many cottages at the moment, and also those cottages could be increased. I might actually build a completely new cottage as well. So we get a bigger population, which, because at the moment we've got quite a small population. But a bigger population would mean more gold for us, but it would mean we'd have to make more food. But we do have a little bit of capacity on the farm still, so that's not a problem. And we can make another farm if we need to. And I think we can now upgrade the farms to level 3. Quite expensive though, so we can only do it with 1. But we probably only need to do it with 1. I don't need to be all like fancy schmancy about these things. Population is increasing, which is increasing the gold. Great. So as I'm expanding, I do need to remember to keep this population up. So one thing I can do is increase the population on that cottage as well. But we need to wait for it to come up before we get too crazy about doing upgrades though. Yeah. Keep putting down flags by accident. I maybe should actually put a reward on each one. But it's saying 0 reward. Still saying 0, even though I've put a little bit of gold on it. Oh well, maybe that's something that doesn't work yet, or maybe it's just not showing yet, you know. I am taking over a lot of islands that I don't need. But I think we've been going for quite a long time on this one, and we've made quite a good dent in our little empire here. We've taken over a good portion of this top half of the map. I think we're very soon going to be coming into territory where we're going to find our foes. It looks like this is the bottom of the map. So yes, we're going to run into them very soon, I think. But that will have to be for next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, do please leave me a like if you'd like to see more of this game. I'll probably just play one map just to show you what it's all about, so it'll be a little bit of a mini series. But if you do want to see more, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.